Queens, welcome back to another episode of the Wedding Hive podcast. Today we have Javier Carlos, owner of Cwest Entertainment, a wedding DJ and production company. Welcome to the podcast.
What's up, guys? Excited to finally be here. I feel like I've been watching for so long. I'm just ready to jump in, and I'm so excited to actually be here.
We have lots of questions for you.
Yes, we're excited to talk to you today.
Yeah.
Perfect. Good.
Okay, so with every guest, we always do a yes or no question related to all things weddings. So what is do you think yes or no on choreographed first dances?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you seen in your experience being DJ, does it end up not going well when you see not choreographed, or what's your opinion on that?
I think that a non-choreographed, and what I mean by that is it's not like, it doesn't need to be like you go to dance classes. Dance classes are great, but you don't have to do that. I think just practicing what you're going to do is super essential, because if they don't, they just sway there for like an extended period of time. And I don't know how
I've seen it.
I don't know how it was at your wedding. Like, did you guys plan it out?
We did
you guys think about how you do it?
Yeah, we did maybe like a 45 set, but we just did it at home. Like you said, we didn't actually go do classes.
But you had an idea of what you were going to do.
We had an idea, and I don't know if we really executed it that well, but I gave us A for effort. So.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you try. I think the standing still thing, like that has its place for maybe the mother-son dance, because I mean, if I dance with my mom, I don't think we're gonna have a whole thing. But if it's a couple getting married, hopefully they put a couple, maybe hours just into it, just to think about what they want to do.
Yeah. How long do you think a first dance should be?
No more than a minute and a half. I mean, I like the 45-second thing.
Okay.
Photo, video, as long as they get all their angles, that's what I tell people. It's like, that's really what you're going to remember, because it goes by so fast. Make sure they have it, and then I think that's all you need.
Okay.
Yeah, long dances are...
Yeah, it gets awkward. And if they are doing just a swing, it's kind of like,
Well, as a guest, what are you supposed to do? Like,
I know.
You don't want to talk, and then you're just kind of like...
just awkwardly sitting there.
Yeah.
You're like, dang, that swing's good.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
You hear the chorus like 4 times, and you're like, all right, got it. Noted.
That's the worst. I've been at weddings, and I'm just like, oh, we've heard this line like 3 times already. And it just,
Some couples love the whole song, though, and I try to, even if they do say that they want to do the whole song for any of the major 3 special dances, father, daughter, mother, son, or the first dance, I'm like, hey, there's going to be not a lot for your guest to do, and and it's not like you want the day to be focused on the guest. Of course, it's your day. Like, do whatever you want to do specifically, but like you said, it really should not be the whole song.
Awesome. So I have a question for you. This one's not too tough, but what inspired you to start your company?
Oh, man.
And you're young. Let me just throw that out there. Like, you're a very young individual to have a massively successful company.
How old are you?
23.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought you knew that.
Okay, I did not know that.
How old did you think I was? That's my favorite game.
I would say
my gosh.
25. Like, I thought at least mid-20s. Like, at least.
I was 21
like
for a very
25,
long
26.
I felt like you
said I was 21 for an eternity, so.
Well, because I had to lie to get into what I was doing.
Oh, really?
So how old were you when you started the company?
14.
What?
I was in 8th grade. Yeah.
Okay.
Halloween of 8th grade, my first gig. But before that, I made music on my computer, and I wanted to be a DJ that produced music. And an artist that inspired me to be a DJ was Calvin Harris. And We Found Love or Feel So Close. It was like 2012, 2013. He would do these crazy DJ sets for EDC or for these, these major festivals. And I was like, oh man, I want to do that. Like, that'd be so cool. I was super nervous back then, so there's no way I'll be doing that.
But when you're 14, you're like, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, I'm the shit.
I remade his songs on FL Studio and GarageBand, all those little music softwares, and I would try to do that whole thing. But then I realized, since I grew up here in Buckeye, nobody else really liked EDM that I grew up with at school. And I had an opportunity to DJ with a friend of mine, which is where we get the name Cwest from our company. So my last name is Carlos, the C, and then Cwest was his last name. So we were DJ Cwest, which was our DJ group name, which is where DJ Cwest came from. Originally it was DJ Cwest. But yeah, so that was in middle school. And yeah, I mean, I just wanted to be like him. And I remember I was in middle school texting some friends, church friends that I grew up with. And they're like, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I was like, I want to DJ in Vegas. And they hit me with the cross emoji.
You're like Bible verses. Stop. And they're like, Lord,
we can save you, please.
Save you from Sin City.
No, literally.
I was like, I'm not all about that. I have never even thought about Vegas now, because our DJ careers have changed so much from the club scene. I've never DJed at a club. but I've
wow.
only ever DJ'd private events, and there's like two different sides of things with that.
bet.
But you know, that's the objective one day is to do that. I mean, I know club DJs now, so I could do that, but you know, just haven't ever gone down that path.
Yeah. Did you like grow up with music, or like it just came to you? Like, was your family into music, or did you just find it on your own?
Yeah, my dad has a very extensive like record collection, 8 tracks. He collects not VHSs, cassette tapes
Oh my
and
gosh.
CDs. Like he collects a lot of music, which is kind of crazy. But I don't think that really inspired me. I just think that growing up with, you know, parents that were, what are they, Gen X, and they loved like 80s and 90s country and 2000s country. And I listened to a lot of pop music on the radio when I was a kid. So, you know, I think that now I realize that I had a lot of different exposures to music because my parents liked so many different things. Then I played in a jazz band when I was in middle school as well. So I did play you know, every kid has to play an instrument. I'm sure that you're, you know, public schools here, it's like, you know, everybody kind of had
that clarinet and I sucked.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, I was blowing the sax, so I don't know how well it sounded. So I played the saxophone, and that was my musical introduction. And like, you know, I like to sing, and you know, I'm not the best karaoke person, but I'll do my thing. I'll get
We
out
love
there.
some drunk karaoke.
Exactly.
It's
That's my
amazing.
favorite.
Yeah, that's always my go-to opener. Is like, I have a question for you. What's your go-to karaoke song?
Oh my gosh.
Anything from like High School Musical.
High School Musical.
yeah.
Okay, so
I love a duet.
I truly have every year I set a goal to do drunk karaoke once throughout the year.
Good goal.
So this year, I drunk karaoke'd with my brother's friend, and we karaoke'd Neon Moon.
That's a good one. That's like a
love
good
that.
ballad.
Yep.
Every time I hear
So-
that song, I just think of the movie Selena.
It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. I saw a video of it after, and I was like, "Oh my!"
I was like,
gosh.
I was about to be like,
Not
don't
Selena.
ever disrespect her ever again.
Okay, I was
like,
talking
and
about
that movie's a bop. So.
my karaoke
Okay, that's
experience,
fair. No.
not. Oh my gosh!
Oh yeah, it's never good.
In the moment, you sound amazing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was.
We're like Taylor
terrible.
Swift, like
Throw a little effect on your vocal. You're
Yeah.
like, you know, next big thing.
Yeah, it was bad. It was so bad.
That's so funny.
So we really want to get into the production side of Cwest and really talk through like that side. It's an area, obviously we've seen the cold sparks and the CO2 guns. We've talked about silent discos, all of those things, but I don't feel like it's something that everybody fully knows about and just what cool effects it has in the wedding industry.
Yeah.
So can I ask you really quick, kind of jumping back? So that's where your DJ company started, was 14.
Middle school.
Middle school
dances.
dreams. What made you say, all right, let's go to the next level and let's add in all of these additional elements to our company?
Yeah, and I think a big thing to note too is that I might be the face or the person that a lot of people know, but I'm not the one that comes up with a lot of the great ideas that we come up with. I'm just the one that here's the great ideas that our team comes up with and helps to create that to come to life. Because I feel like that's my strength, right? It's like I'm a doer. I like to make things happen, and I have a really great team that comes up with just these amazing ideas or these new things that they want to do, and I'm like, let's do it. LED dance floor, buy it. You know, LED video wall, buy it. Like I don't care. Let's make it happen. Let's do something cool. So originally, now this is going back to 2021. There was another DJ that worked with us, and I think he was only at the Willow like 1 or 2 times. His name was Caleb, and we grew up in high school together. And so, like kind of like, you know, near the end of like the COVID shutdowns and stuff like that, we were approached by a lot of schools, including our old high school, and you know, to do their prom. And so that was kind of like the first events back. Like I think I can't remember if it was 2021 or 2022, sometime one of those spring seasons, but the schools were coming back, and those were like the first big events that we could do with production. And so those schools that we started to work with, that we still continue to work with now, 2,000 kids, you know, 1,500 kids at the schools. And I went to a school where my graduating class was like 150 people. We had 400 people total. Wow. So we didn't really have a big show. It was like a DJ with 2 speakers and a light bar. Like I could have done that, you know.
You're like, it's in the cafeteria.
Exactly. So when we had those opportunities, these schools and the people planning them, Stugo, counselors, you know, they were all used to a certain level of show from a DJ. It wasn't just showing up like we were used to. So we were presented with an opportunity to do that. And Caleb had seen on YouTube and just, you know, other people around the country that had done cool things. Like, why don't we do that? And, you know, it was really because of him that we started to step into that role. And, you know, that's when we needed the stage, and that's when we needed the lights and the trussing and all the extra stuff that we needed, because he saw, well, shoot, that's so cool. Like, why don't we do that? So, I really have to give it to him because he came up with that. I would still just be, doing the same thing if it wasn't for that. So, but after that though, we have a great operations manager now, Arturo. He comes up with a lot of our cool ideas. His love for this is just coming up with something cool and always doing the next level thing. So I try to not limit these people and just say like, you know what? I'm not trying to give you the credit card and buy whatever you want, but if it's cool and it'll make, it has to make money obviously, but if it'll bring us to the next level, like why don't we just do it?
Yeah.
So.
And bring like a cool element to the DJ time.
I think something too, and this is a little bit off topic, but I'm just very fortunate that my dream was always to have a good team that I really enjoyed working with, and like, a place where people wanted to go to work and showed up and did their best. Like that was always the work culture, and the work-life balance was like always a super big priority for me and Cordell. Like when we would meet and like try to figure out what we wanted to do one day, that I'm just very happy to have the team and be at the place that we are now, because that was what we always wanted. And like 2 days ago, we were out at Topgolf on Monday. And they're like, Javier, what's your dream? And I'm like, guys, I'm already living it. Like, this is what I wanted. So
That's
maybe
so
there's
awesome.
going to be something in the future, which I'll probably talk about later on the cast. But,
Wow.
I'm
So-
happy to be where we are right now.
You
Yeah.
have an amazing team that works with you.
Yes, yeah. They do everything. I feel like they do everything.
Yeah. So as owner of Cwest Entertainment, which employee would you take to a Coldplay concert?
Oh, dude. Honestly, me and Zach. Have you guys met Zach?
I don't know.
Is he tall?
Yup.
Yep.
Yup.
Yep.
Yeah, we had to share a bed for the last couple of days. So I'll just put it that
said
way.
we bonded.
Zach, you're the one invited to the Coldplay concert.
Yeah, Arturo and his wife are going to be that couple for Halloween this year. You already told me we were
that's
working out the other day.
So many Halloween memes for that. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, we
And
went
even
to
just already like baseball teams and stuff were like making like
Yes.
parodies. I was like, what is going on? I said people just
Yeah.
take it off and they
Amazing.
make it into something crazy.
So cool.
Yes. Okay. So next question. With having, all these cool enhancements, how do you help your clients choose the right ones for their event? Whether that's, mainly obviously we're talking about like weddings. How do you help couples decide?
Yeah, I think that there's kind of two sides to it. Firstly, it's exposure or even knowing that we do stuff like that, because I've done, a wedding even recently, and they didn't even know that we did the CO2 gun and the tank, and they bought something, and I showed up and they handed it to me, and I'm like, what the heck is this? Like, I didn't even know about this first off.
Yeah.
And like, oh, my dad just saw it in Mexico. Here you go. And I was like, I don't know how this works because this isn't
Yeah.
mine, but I'll try to figure it out. It didn't work first off. And then afterwards I was like, I'm so sorry that this thing didn't work. They tried their best to make it work. And I was like, we rent that. And I wish I would have known because they bought it. And these things aren't cheap either. Like our guns are like, I think $400 to $500.
Wow.
Plus the tanks and to fill it up. So, it's
Yeah.
not cheap. We do, give a rental price. So it is lower cost. But, firstly, I think clients just have to be aware that you do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of messaging. And we try not to make it too like in their face of like, book this. Because ultimately, that's the second part. Is like, I don't care what they add on or don't add on. I think whatever is best for the client at the end of the day is what we should focus on. If they don't want an extravagant wedding with all this extra stuff, then let's not do that. Like, let's make it whatever you guys want to do. And we try to keep our clients' needs and priorities first because, they are other people. It's the way that I would want to be treated, and that's the way that we treat them. But if they don't know, they'll, buy some stupid gun thing that doesn't work. And it looks super cool, but it didn't work. And they were like waiting for it to come out, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, they said, this is
I've seen that
awkward.
with Cold Sparks, like off Amazon too. Like you get the boxes and they think you
they're
just
supposed to be
press the button and it's like a dud.
Yeah.
So
It's
we have
giving,
those go out
gender
all the
reveal
time.
that doesn't work.
Oh, the generic one?
No, I was saying it's giving like a gender reveal that like they try to do the thing and they're like, it just like doesn't work. That's what it's giving when the cold swords don't work is gender reveal gone bad.
Just like,
Yeah.
That's what it made me think of.
we've had, you would not believe it. I'd say like 1 in 4 cold sparks don't work. And we have like 20 of them.
Really?
So our plan now, or at least since the last fall season, is we always bring 2 sets no matter what.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah. And I've had them like, they work just fine when they go for the test, and then they don't work when they're supposed to go off. And it's like, it's so frustrating because there's nothing I could have done different. I brought the backups, we tested it, it should have worked, and then it doesn't go off. And it's like, that recently happened to me to a personal friend of mine that got married in March. And I walked up to her and I was like, Lisa, I'm so sorry. Like, it worked for the test.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, Javier, I don't care. And I'm like, well, I care, so we're going to redo
You're
it.
like,
I
so
take
can
this
you
personal.
redo your first dance so
Yeah.
I can just get the cold sparks, please?
Yeah.
So we just set up the other one for the final send-off. We just kept shooting them off for like 15 minutes straight. I was just like, Lisa, you're going to get the full thing, because I feel like I didn't do
Yeah.
what we were supposed to do. But I mean, that's out of their control. We try to tell that to clients, but
Yeah.
they don't understand that. They don't care about that. They're cared about getting married. So
Yeah.
just struggle.
Are there any considerations or restrictions when using effects like cold sparks or the fog machines, CO2 guns?
Yeah, I'd say it always goes down to the venue first. There's specific venues that don't want stuff like that. They just label everything as smoke, even though it's not. So
Yeah.
He said, I ain't going to pay for that.
yeah, so they think it's always going to set off the fire alarms, and certain effects do. A traditional fog machine for what is it called? A haunted house. Jeez, I couldn't remember that word. A haunted house fog machine, that typically does set off a fire alarm, because that puts a lot of liquid and oil in the air that tricks fire alarms, and it thinks that it's smoke. But a lot of the other effects that we do, cold sparks do create a little bit of dust in the air. The CO2 gun is just literally CO2 gas. Like, that's just don't spray it in somebody's mouth and let them breathe in. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, let's think.
He said, be smart, please.
Like that, sometimes it's always, like I said, to that other part, it's like education first, because people don't know what it is. And it's like, whoa, what the heck is that? Whoa. So
He said, I'm scared.
it's always like, I think it always goes down to the venue where it takes place.
Okay. Next thing, with your add-ons, what's the most creative way you've seen a couple, or even maybe just a planner, like use those things? Have you seen anything like crazy, or even if you
Well,
don't even have something or whatever?
I have a non-wedding specific thing. Can I share that?
Yeah.
Sure,
Please.
of
We have
course.
an experience that we're working on for a jet engine at the NASCAR raceway. I don't know how much of this I could share. I mean, I'm not under any kind of disclosure yet.
Okay.
You said I
but-
didn't sign an NDA or anything.
They want to create an immersive experience where you walk in and it's like a jet engine company. So they want us to shoot the cold sparks off and then have the CO2 come out and then like have it rumble and like really loud in this truss box. So it feels like you're like in a jet engine without obviously being in a jet engine. But that's kind of cool because
Wow.
you're just kind of layering things. You got
Yeah.
the sound, you got the visual, you feel the smoke, you feel the bass. I mean, so that's kind of cool. For a wedding, though, specifically, a lot of the times it's like the dancing on the cloud, which is the nice cloud on the dance floor with the sparklers going off on each side.
What does that mean? Cloud on the floor?
Yeah, so the dancing on the cloud machine, it's hard to use at outdoor venues, but perfect for indoor venues where you can control the climate, because what the dancing on the cloud is hot water with dry ice. So it creates a reaction. It's kind of like, you guys ever been, always back to the haunted house. You ever been to a haunted house or a Halloween party and you have
It's not my preference, but have done it.
I know. I wouldn't step in it.
Yeah. Not
So,
this year, but
for
yes.
I think it's like a witch's cauldron.
Oh, yeah, like the drink,
It's
and it
like,
looks...
it's like smoking
yes.
out. So it's just
Okay.
that on a much larger scale. So super hot boiling water plus that creates this cloud. I mean, it's super cool because it kind of creates this like mystical cloud, and then the cold sparks come off on either side, and it just kind of creates like a really whimsical fairy tale feel.
Ooh, actually, I feel like now that you explain it, I feel like I've seen that, and it's like, yeah, it looks like they're just dancing, not even dancing on the floor because it's like so cloudy.
I would almost add, because I've seen you do it, it's the glass dance floor in the way that you redo the lights. And so there's like glass dance floor with the lights and then the clouds and the cold sparks. Like it is so
We got the whole
pretty.
combo.
Yeah, kind of like it like lights it from below.
Yeah. And so like the clouds almost like glow the different colors in a sense.
Yeah, kind of like when we went to the AZ Bride.
Yes, yeah, just like
And
a
that yes. Okay, but then with the
Yeah.
little magical
I
moment.
should have done that.
It's
Fancy.
Yeah.
pretty. I only have one pet peeve of the glass dance floors.
Oh, really? We talked about this actually. I remember now.
Like when you're in a short dress and you look down at the glass, you realize that it reflects.
You said, "Oh,
It
Want to hear something bad?
I just want to tell you
Yes,
that that's
yes,
like
yes,
an
yes.
internal thought
Yes, we do.
process that that's my feedback for
If you were a parent at a school dance, would you let your kids dance on that? Because we did it for a Christian school and we didn't even know, like it wasn't even a thought that somebody would do that. And then they stopped the dance and threw a big tarp over top of it because people were like taking pictures, which
Yes.
is so inappropriate.
oh, I bet."
But as like I'm getting pictures from the team. I'm like, what the heck? Like they're like, oh, something happened. And I'm like, well, what happened? And then they sent a picture of it. I'm like, is that like a rain tarp over the dance floor? And it's still glowing, but they like you just see all the kids around the dance floor.
They're like, this is awkward.
I don't know. Like people like we don't think about that when we book it or when we bought it.
Yeah.
So.
No, I love it. So I'm not dogging on it.
You said it's giving.
It took drunk Kelsey in a short dress to look down and go, oh.
We said, oh, wait.
Shoot.
This isn't good.
Oops.
And depending on the crowd, they love that stuff.
Correct.
We've done some weddings in Scottsdale and they're like obsessed with the way that happens. And it's like, okay.
You're like,
over here.
And so just keep the lights going.
Yeah. Just blind everyone.
Blind everyone.
I mean, it's a mirror. Like
literally.
Yeah. How would you say these add-ons changed the energy or the vibe?
Well, so some of the add-ons I think are really tied to the club and tied to the experience that you have when going out. So a lot of the times when we talk about cold sparks or CO2, those I feel like are really like energy. Like you visually see it, you feel it. It kind of creates like a whoa moment. So those are kind of like the whoa special effects or the enhancements that we have. On the other side, we've got things that just kind of set the ambiance or help with the vibe. Photo booth, uplights, monogram, which is like a projection image, kind of like the logo that we have here, like if that was shot on the wall. We call that a monogram. Those kind of just help to set the vibe, right? Think about the photo booth, take some pictures with the homies, got your girls, got your bride tribe, I'm with the bride or whatever sign. So you have that. Uplights kind of just set the mood for the colors. You look around on your wedding day and maybe you're in a space that's completely white and your colors are purple. And you add those lights and you create a little purple color. Ooh. So those are kind of like the mood, vibe setting ones and then
the wow moments.
Yeah, the wow
I love your guys' photo booth. Your photo booth is amazing. Yeah. And like have one of your staff be there to help just manage it, monitor it, help the drunkies, put their pictures.
They're like 3, 2, and you're just like, oh God. They're just not paying
attention. It's going to take 3 pictures.
Yes.
And then you sit there and you're like, and then it goes off and they're like, oh wait. And you're like, so that's what the 3, 2, 1 countdown is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So we kind of already like touched a little bit on this. With the limits that venues require, if it's like fog or haze, how do you work around that if, say, couples still want that? Is there any way to go about it, or what would you do?
Sometimes. There's like a legal side, so you can get, this is boring, but you can talk to the fire marshal, turn off the smoke alarms, if that's a major concern. But then you have to pay somebody to be on fire watch. So sometimes that's a little bit not super great. For a corporate event, there's a little bit more flexibility with the budget because it's not your money. It's the company's money.
Yeah, who cares? So just do it.
That's more okay. Otherwise, it's one of those things where you better tell the couple ASAP that that's not going to work because the last thing you want to do is show up and find out that it's not going to work. Actually, talking about that, though, with restrictions, I hit so many venues this year that had like a unheard of volume limit or cutoff time that no one knew about. Like I did 4 weddings in a row this year that happened to. And it was like, it wasn't here in like really in the Phoenix area. It was one was in the East Valley in Phoenix. And then the other one was in Sedona. And I'm like, man, this year in Sedona, it's been crazy.
Wow.
Like I literally had people like, I had this one guy, I'm sorry to get off on a tangent here.
No, go for it.
But I did this wedding, beautiful venue. I'm not going to name it, but super high-end client. It was Denver Broncos cheerleader. Like the whole team was there, including like important people.
You're like,
hey guys.
It was sick though. It was fun. They had like all these choreographed dances. That was cool. Oh, now that's a choreographed dance we like for a wedding.
Oh, I forgot about those. The cheerleaders and stuff.
Those are cool though.
Yeah, they're cute.
They're in their moment.
Yeah.
But had this guy come up from the venue, just a jerk to begin with. He's like, I'm going to unplug you right now.
Oh.
If you don't turn this like all the way down. I'm like, hey man, I understand. I already talked to the couple. They said that I can continue doing what I'm doing. He's like, no, I'm going to unplug you right now. And you're going to have to leave. I'm like, okay. So I'm like playing tag with like the coordinator, the father of the bride, because the father of the bride does not play around. He was not playing around. No. And this guy, he was about to unplug me. And guess what happened?
Did he unplug you?
The caterer unplugged me by accident. So we still got unplugged.
You said, ooh.
Because when that happened, I was like, no. Like,
you're like, wow, he actually did it.
Yeah.
And then that one also had to end early. It was like all this stuff. And it was like this year I've never experienced it like ever. So I'm trying to tell couples ahead of time, like,
double check.
Talk to the venue because you don't want to know that kind of thing like an hour into the reception when you're like, oh, I didn't even know. Like I didn't even
Yeah.
know. And so
Dang.
it's just one of those tricky things. It's like so beautiful there. And like, you want to respect the people that live there, of course, but why are we having these crazy
The
things
day
pop
of.
up? Yeah.
Oh, I could not imagine finding out like an hour before.
That you had to end early.
That you had to end early.
Or that the music had to be this loud.
Yeah.
Like I had music so loud or so quiet one time, I could hear the people talking on the dance floor. And I mean, the photographer was standing next to me. I'm like, bro, like I can hear them.
What?
Like I feel like I could just play this off of my laptop speaker right now.
Yeah, that's awful.
That quiet, jeez.
Beautiful venues, beautiful places, great staff, but it's like, man.
It's
what are
always
these
those
rules?
ones though. It's always the bougie ones. They have like 5 million rules and you're like, come on, like it's someone's wedding. Like it's not going to be the end of the world if the music's a little loud. Like,
Yeah.
jeez.
Are there any emerging technologies or trends in the DJing or event industry that you're really excited about?
Well, I think the first thing that comes to mind, at least in the DJ industry, is like the club style of DJing, which is really fun. You know, not playing the whole song, getting in, getting out, not really caring about tradition too much, and like just going. I mean, of course, you have the traditional part of the reception, but like once open dancing starts, nothing else happens, just dancing. Like that's really fun, just because as a DJ, it's hard to play music and then stop and be like, all right, we're going to cut the cake, everybody. It's time to go over to the cake table, snap a picture with our bride and groom and cut that cake. Like that just kills the energy.
That's
and I think
Javier's
that-
DJ voice, by
I
the
could
way.
tell instantly. Hey, come on.
Hey.
I'm
I was like,
here
whoa,
for it.
flashbacks. That's the voice.
So
here for
there's that kind of part that I really enjoy. And I'm trying to think on like emerging technologies. Like, we have to circle back for
Something's
that
going
one. I
to
can't
pop
think
up
of anything.
eventually.
Yeah.
In the next few years, I'm sure someone's going to invent something.
Silent
crazy.
disco.
Silent disco is fun, but that's actually been
What
around
do you
for a
do
while.
those for
What is
more
that?
corporate events?
Yeah, a lot of corporate. So in the corporate world, like an activation is a marketing term for a brand that sponsors like a booth, or if you've ever been to a concert and you see like, I don't know, the beatbox area or the liquid death area, and they have like an experience that you can go to, or maybe they sponsor the VIP thing. You know, those kind of brands will hire a marketing company. The marketing company hires us to help them with whatever the component is. Silent disco, screens, speakers, whatever it is. But they're using a lot of, I feel like, silent disco. And we've actually used it. It's really fun too, or very inclusive for some of the events that we've done is for special needs people that can't hear the loud music, but they could put on headphones, set it to the volume that works for them. And like most of the special needs proms that we do, silent disco. And that's really cool.
That's amazing.
That is awesome.
So a lot of schools, that's what they do. And I don't know. It feels like, I don't know. You want everybody to experience life and have some fun together. And it's cool that could be how they do that.
That's awesome.
I love that.
Wait, am I allowed to ask you guys questions?
Yeah,
Of
go
course.
for it.
Hold on. I'm holding back.
No, not allowed.
Holding back. Hold on. No, I'll let you finish. I just want to
Okay.
ask that.
Well, we want to get into some juicy stuff.
Oh,
So,
no.
Do you want to ask
Yeah.
us your questions before we?
I feel like I know so much about you guys.
I know,
Yeah.
he's going to expose us.
Here it goes.
I'm trying to remember. I was trying to remember the thing that you said you regretted about your wedding that I remembered from the podcast. But I remember the thing that you said that you didn't regret was hiring a videographer.
Yeah, and I regret not doing a first look.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Supposed to be a real fan.
Yeah.
Supposed to like repeat
Yeah,
stuff
you're
I remember
supposed
from the
to-
I thought you
episode.
just
No.
like knew us like that.
No, we are like that.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, that is true. I've talked about that a lot, but I think time wise, like, was the biggest thing, and just like that special moment. I think I wish we would have done that.
So first look rather than down the aisle.
Well, it's funny because I was always adamant for like years. I was like, oh yeah, the first time, and then like a few months before, I kept seeing a bunch of other people getting married and doing first looks, and I was like, dang, I really want to do that. And then my husband was like, no. He's like, I want to see you down the aisle. And I was like, it's his wedding too, obviously. And I said, it's all good. So we did a first touch to kind of compromise. And I did really love that. The pictures were great. The video and everything we caught, it was very emotional, and that was great. But the day flies by so quick, and I just wish we would have done that, mostly because of time wise, to like get all the like bridal portraits and like things like that out of the way, because I was like over it by the time the photos, and I didn't even eat my wedding food because went and did sunset portraits, and then we came back, and then it's like, okay, it's now time for the toast, and then let's open, and we wanted lots of dancing time, so it's like, let's get this stuff done because we want to dance. So I think timing wise, so that's but it's all good. I still had the best day, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't think that you shared anything that I remember from the podcast.
Like-
regret-wise.
Of my wedding?
She's never. Not a
No, I
wedding.
know. That's what I mean.
Oh, no.
He's like,
that's
you
why, like, I
haven't.
don't think
No,
you've
my
ever shared
wedding was
anything.
perfect. It was everything I dreamed of it being.
Yeah.
You said Chick-fil-A in the courthouse.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. I know, that's me. I don't know if I could tap you up from here, but boom.
Yeah. Courthouse, paid
She's like,
witnesses,
some chicken
and
nuggets,
split
like-
Chick-fil-A.
Okay, so I know you guys have a lot of questions to ask me, but now that you've worked in the industry, would you still do the whole traditional wedding thing? Because I feel like that's what I'm like, I don't know if I really would do it anymore because it feels like work to me. Even at siblings' weddings, family,
really?
friends, I'm like, I feel like I'm at work rather than like it's about me or whatever. Like now that you have this experience, if you got married later, like say your wedding was like, you didn't have the date yet, right? But you knew you were going to get married. Would you elope or would you still do the whole thing?
I would still get married. Yeah.
Well, I mean, not like, of course you're
No.
married.
Yeah.
But I would still have the wedding. I would.
you would?
It's funny because when I started working at a wedding venue, I was just like, dang, I feel like I'm going to see stuff and be like, shoot, I should have done that at my wedding. And that's definitely happened a few times, which it's like also I'm someone, even though there's like small things that I wish I would have changed, like I loved my wedding and, it's like, oh yeah, that's cool. That would have been fun to have, but that's actually really not my style. That's not something that we would actually have wanted anyway. So I still would have done the big wedding, even being in the wedding industry now, for sure.
I would have had a wedding.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
have you're gonna have one.
No, we're not going to do a vow renewal. No. That ship has sailed.
She's like, guys, I got to tell you something.
No.
I know. I'm like, what's about to? What kind of bomb we dropping
She's
here?
like, so
No,
me and Tomas.
what I am sad we don't have is photos to show our kids.
Yeah.
We don't have any pictures to show our kids. So they're like, they see all these pictures from weddings that I do, or they see the conversations, they see the Amazon boxes show up for clients that are shipping all their stuff from out of state to my house. And they ask about our wedding and there's nothing to show them. Like, here's a few pictures from the courthouse in I thought it was a cute white blouse. And later down the years, Tomas said he hated that white blouse.
So you don't even have a picture of it? Because I just want to see it.
Yeah,
if I could see this later, like on the screen.
Yeah,
we're gonna pop up.
Yeah,
we're gonna force our producer to pop
I
up
think
this
I
picture.
wore blue jeans and a white blouse.
You and your jeans.
And
She's the jeans queen.
yeah, and then he wore a baggy blue shirt and black jeans, I want to say.
Legend.
Like no cute pictures. And the other thing that we missed from eloping is we didn't have both of our family together to celebrate the union of us.
Yeah.
And so there's always been this separation in our families. Like there's been his side and my side because we all didn't come together at once. That we missed because we didn't have a real
But do you think that by having an event where everybody was there at the same time, that would cause that unity, or do you think it's more of interpersonal relationships that cause that barrier?
I think it's a good opportunity for everybody to at least shake hands and get to know each other.
Yeah.
Versus now it was, like my baby showers that I'd have all the girls from my side and the girls from his side would come together, but there wasn't that early on meeting. So it's like, oh, how have you been? We've met before. It was like, we're getting to know each other now, or it's like this awkward tension between the two sides because there wasn't that formal everybody coming together.
Yeah.
So I regret not having photos. I'm glad I didn't have to freaking plan my own wedding. I would be a monster to bride. I would be a monster bride.
I would be. She said, "Bridezilla coming up."
We're self-aware though.
Yeah,
We love it.
that's step one. And I would probably now, like we're saying, if I were planning a wedding, I would probably be queuing my bridal party and working.
I don't think you could
on my
plan it.
wedding
I don't
day.
think you could have a wedding.
I would. Yeah, exactly.
Because
and I know
you would
that.
be like, ding, 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 ding.
I'd be behind the scenes and they'd be like, where's the bride? Oh, she's talking to catering. She's checking in with the DJ. She's making sure the bartender has ice. She's looking
there.
for the photographer. That would be me.
But that's different now because you've already lived the life, or do you feel like you already had those tendencies of planning?
I had those
A little bit of both.
Yeah, I've always kind of been a control freak
We need them, we need them.
type.
We gotta
control
have
freak.
You gotta have a few of them.
So,
That's
do
true.
you have any
I have
other
more
good
juicy questions for later, so don't worry.
You're gonna save the rest for later?
Yeah.
Okay. Craziest client request.
Oh, it's always something mad inappropriate. There's a song. Can I say bad words?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to say a bad word. I don't even know why I said that. Oh my gosh. So there's this funny song. I don't remember the artist, but it's called Dick Down in Dallas. And
My
like,
husband just showed me that song last week.
And my brother's going to want me to play Ram Ranch, which is another inappropriate song about naked cowboys. But there's like those songs, and I wouldn't even classify that as the same as like WAP.
Yeah.
Because WAP's just like kind of funny and appropriate, but like those are like talking about some crazy stuff. I'm not going to put on the podcast, but listen to those songs, let it simmer for a little bit. When we play stuff like that, another one too. It was called Molly Cyrus. You can look it up. I'm not going to tell you what the song is about, but it's like the lyrical content is just so like not right.
Oh,
and it's like I'm like, so like I've had a couple times where somebody tells me to play it, and I'm like, why? Like why is this random guest coming up and play it? Because that's not like a song somebody would request. And they're like, well, this, and this. And then I make sure the bride and groom come up and say it. Because like, as long as they're like, okay. I had this one wedding where their friend like just died, and that was their favorite song. So to open up the dance floor, they wanted that song.
Oh, okay.
So it was like an upbeat, funny country song, and they danced to it. So that was great. But like for those kind of things, I'm like, let's make sure that I know exactly that that's okay. Because if not, that's the kind of thing that goes in a Google review.
Not the Google
reviews.
Yeah.
That's true though. People will find anything to nitpick. So, but it's funny you say that song because literally just last week, John showed me that. He's like, "Have you heard this song?" I was like, "What the hell is this song?" And then we're listening to it in the car, and I said, "Don't ever play that again." I was like, "This is just like you said, just weirdly inappropriate and just like." And I'm not even like that, like prudy or whatever, but it's just like, why is someone singing about this? I don't know.
Yeah.
Or, oh my gosh, you don't listen to Justin Bieber. But have you listened to Justin Bieber's new song with SZA?
No.
Please.
Like brand new?
Yes.
Was it off the new album?
His new album. Or one of those.
I only know a couple songs.
One of those girly pops. He does a song, but it's like really inappropriate. I was like, is this Justin Bieber? What is going on?
Okay, talking about artists, can we please bring up the fact that Bruno Mars was fire for years and years and years, and now his new stuff is wild?
It is?
Fat,
Bruno
Juicy,
Mars?
and Wet.
I haven't heard.
Yes, thank you.
What is it?
But I think that is on par with Bubble Butt, Wake Up in the Sky. He always does a feature every so often on a rap song, and that's just the one. But I'm just a Bruno Mars.
I
will defend my man no matter what. I just see that he does
Mars.
that every so often. Like,
Is it like a rap inappropriate song or something? Or
yeah, with Sexy Red.
It's called...
Okay, that's who the song is with Justin Bieber. I lied. Not SZA. It's with Sexy Red.
Really?
Yeah,
So it's
I
her
have my
fault.
phone and I have to look it up right now.
Yeah, no, I'm like,
because
what
it's going
song
to
are you
drive me
talking
nuts.
about? So wait, are you? Is he canceled now? What do you
No,
think?
I
Do you think-
love Bruno
now?
Mars. I loved I love Bruno Mars's
Yeah.
music. And so then and I've listened to some of his stuff from like
Please Me with Cardi B.
2014. Huh?
Please Me with Cardi B is also like that song.
Oh yeah, please me.
Okay,
Yeah, that one's
correct.
Inappropriate.
So there was, and then he did the one, okay, I only know the lyrics. I don't know what it's called. It's like the gorilla one.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so I know he has a trend.
Like a
Correct. Okay, so I know he has these trends, but for being gone for so many years and then hitting us
didn't he
with
get,
Fat,
like-
Juicy, and Wet, I'm like,
But did he get like
That's what I was
sued?
gonna say.
He was like literally had to keep like playing in Vegas, right, to like pay back his gambling debts, right?
yeah,
That's
he
the
was like
word
a
on the
prisoner.
streets.
He was
Yeah.
a prisoner of Vegas. Good thing you didn't go DJ in Vegas.
I know.
That would have been
You
you.
could have been
Bar
a
tab going
prisoner.
crazy.
And all
Okay.
of your gambling debts.
The Justin Bieber song is with Sexy Red and it's called Sweet Spot.
Oh,
Trust
what's
me.
that about?
I
don't
wonder
know.
what that's about. I don't know.
Do you ever get hit with requests that you have no idea what the songs are? So
Yes.
you have to like either read
like,
the
what the
lyrics or listen to it while you're playing other music. Like, how do you handle those?
Back in the day, like my entire DJ career up until like the last year, I would like download the song and listen to it first. But then I realized like if I've never heard that song before and multiple people have not asked for that song, I'm not going to play that song. So I just had some
Yeah.
dude walk up, great artist I've come to learn. He's like, play this song by Boz Scaggs. And I'm like, what the heck is it? What'd you just say? He
So what did you just call me?
And that was the last time I downloaded a song. This was like, I think in May or something, or maybe it was in April. And I listened to it. I'm like, what the heck is this? I'm like, I'm not going to play this.
so dead.
So now, unless it's like, it can be a little different because I think at events, as a DJ, you always have to listen to people that are asking for songs. If even if they're doing it in an inappropriate way, they put their phone on their head or they like shout to play a specific artist or a specific song. If the crowd wants what the crowd wants, you got to give it
The
to them.
vibes going, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, if a bride and groom's main objectives, everybody's on the dance floor having a good time. Are you really going to kill the mood just because you don't want to play a specific artist because you don't like them? Like I used to not like Bad Bunny for like the longest time. But this was like rap Bad Bunny. This was like like most of the reggaeton stuff that he does. And I was like, he's a whack rapper. That's what I thought. And I do
Don't
like
get
Mexican
my
parties.
podcast canceled because you
know.
called Bad
No,
Bunny
this was
as
trap.
a
Oh, I'm
whack
so fired.
rapper.
This was trap Bad Bunny. This was like pre
So this
I
was
Like It
before
by
Kendall.
Cardi B.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is this
Yeah, exactly.
was this
Before Kendall Jenner
pre-Kendall?
came along.
And-
yeah.
Before like he had danceable songs, and we would have like you'd play a song like that and like nobody would dance. And like I love Morgan Wallen, but there's very select Morgan Wallen songs you can play that people will dance to.
Yeah,
When Last
that's
Night was
true.
super popular, people would ask for that song and it'd be like, are you going to dance to that song? Because I love that song, a great song to listen to, but who's going to dance to that
It's like
right
depressing and shit.
now? Yeah, it's like great.
You said, so you're going to dance to this?
Great car
Great song.
music, but
Yeah. Great
Who's
for the
going
vibes,
to dance to
but
that right now? Are you going to dance? Like, oh, well, no, I just like that song.
at a wedding.
Yeah.
jeez.
So like that's a little bit tricky. Now I don't like say heck no, but you know you try to be nice about it. And I forgot what the heck was the question.
Craziest client request.
Oh, yes. That's what it was.
Yes.
Oh no, actually I did get booked at this one venue that I love working at, and they only booked me because I told them I could play the explicit version of the songs.
Oh.
Like we talked to other DJs, nobody could do that, and I was like, really? Because we download, at least for me, I download 4 versions: the intro, clean, intro, dirty, single, clean, single, dirty. And intro just means it has like a little beginning part that's just the beat, so you can match it with the next song. So that's what an intro is. And then the clean is just like what you hear on the radio, just like the regular
Yeah.
press play on Spotify. Because you never know
That's
who you're going
smart.
to DJ for, and they might want the clean or the dirty.
Wow.
Nice.
Well, to finish us out, do you have any horror stories from any DJ events that you
I'll
care
try to move
share?
past this one. There was a week I did like 4 or 5 weddings in a row, and there was one couple that would not get back to me about any information until the day before.
Oh, God.
There was one song I did not have, which was, and keep in mind, nice venue. I thought they were cool people, but Momzilla, and I made her cry before we started the grand entrance because there was a specific song, and y'all can't see how big the studio is, but since you guys are in here, the entrance of the door was right there, and the dance floor was right here. So I'm playing that much of the song for her to walk in, literally 5 seconds. And I have to play a song for every member of the bridal party. Like, you know, there's 6 couples, there's
What?
parents, there's grandparents, there's the flower girls, there's the bride and groom. And this is just for the grand entrance. That's the one song I don't have. And I was getting everybody lined up. I'm like, hey, we have enough time still for you to tell me what song this is because I still don't have it. This is the only one. Then she starts crying. And then the dad's like, made my wife cry. Like he's like a, you know, you can
gosh.
tell he's a
Stop.
sidekick and she runs the show. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I can still play the song. Just tell me what it is because I don't have it. I still played it.
Yeah.
But of
And
course
she's
she
so-
wrote a 1-star review.
Oh,
And we have a
my
money back
God.
guarantee. So don't take advantage of us, please. But
Yes.
I gave them the money back because I was like, you know what? Clearly I didn't do something right, but that wasn't my fault.
Even though
I
you still
asked.
played the song?
Yeah, I still played the song.
Okay.
And she walked in with no tears in her eyes, like she didn't just cry.
Oh, my
So it was just a bunch of stupid small
gosh.
stuff like that. Like
That
it was the
happens.
mom planning and the bride, but like equally. And it was like I was getting two
Too
different groups of
much.
information, completely different stuff. And I'm like, dude. But yeah, then all the reviews disappeared after I gave them their money back, which I didn't care.
Yeah.
I don't do this because of the money or whatever. I just do it because I really enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I don't care. Like, wish we could have not had that happen.
You said, I just
Yeah.
wish you wouldn't have cried.
Yeah, why you gotta be so emotional?
Why you gotta
lady?
be crying about shit that you don't need to cry about?
No, they had time to give me the song. That's
Literally,
what's
that's what's
stupid.
crazy.
I had like 10 other ones. Like,
Yeah.
this
You're
is
like,
just the
girly
one.
The
pop,
one song.
we can make it work. Don't worry.
And I told them, I'm like, it's gonna play for 5 seconds. You're barely gonna hear it over the cheer of the people
That's
until I have to
true.
switch the song to the next group of people.
Oh my gosh. I can't.
Your job's impressive.
I know.
So
Put in that work.
I was just stupid last year, anyways.
that's behind us. Only good stuff now.
Yeah. Only good vibes.
Cool. Is there anything you want to share before we wrap up today?
Oh, share.
Share any
Check
questions
out
you have for us?
Plug yourself. Come on.
All right, guys. Wait. what
Any
was-
final thoughts?
Oh, final thoughts.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I have to say, I love the Wedding Hive. I've been a supporter since day one. I'll
You're-
keep being a
we
supporter.
appreciate
It's
you.
really fun to watch, like, and see everything grow from like what the ideas were to like where we are now or where you guys are now. It's just cool to see like the efforts. I'd say keep it going, guys.
Aw,
Big
thank
things
you.
coming. And if you guys want to have some delicious vodka, be sure to check out our friends here.
4
I
carat.
can't read too well, so
It's 4 carat.
4 carat,
4 carat
wonderful.
vodka. Yeah.
Wonderful. So 4 carat vodka, we love them. Thank you for joining us here at the Wedding Hive. My name's Javier from Cwest Entertainment. If you're looking for an
Yes.
event production company or
Yep. Check him out.
entertainment in here in Arizona,
Yeah.
be your go-to people. We love to party. We love to have a good time. We don't take ourselves too seriously. And I think that our ideal client, if you're looking for somebody like us in your sphere or your scope of work, look for somebody that will take the job seriously, get it done, but also have a great time doing it.
And people can find your Instagram, Cwest.
Yeah, Cwest End. So Cwestent. So Cwest End.
Perfect.
Love it.
Yeah,
All right. We will see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.